Hey guys, welcome to DSA-n-Design, and today we will look at another array problem. Alright, so let's try to understand what this problem is. Basically, so given an array, check if there exists a pair such that array of I plus array of j equal to k, where k is a number. Alright, and another condition is where I should not be equal to j, right? Alright, so index, basically I and j are the index of the array, right? So they are basically pointing to two different kind of index, right? So let's try to understand a little bit deeper with an example, right? So what exactly it means. So let's say, for example, I have an array which is like 2, 4, 2, 4, minus 3, 8, all right? And k is given as 10, all right? So can we check whether there exists a pair whose sum is basically 10, right? So let's try to understand. Let's say I have I here and j is here, right? Two index basically, right? It cannot be same as I said. I and j cannot point to the same particular element, right? Because this is the condition here, right? So now if I can just kind of check these two, 2 and 4, and I mean, let's try to take this element and try to see if there exists any pair or not, right? So 2, 4, 6, 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2, 8, which is basically 10. So which means basically there exists a pair whose sum is equal to k or 10, correct? Now, um, if I can say that if I have k equal to minus 5, do we have any pair whose sum equal to minus 5? So we don't see any pair where sum is minus 5, right? I mean, anything, it's the lowest value is minus 3. There is, and all of them are positive, right? So if you add up also, it will be more than minus 3 only. That's why there doesn't exist. There is no such pair basically, right? So hopefully you are able to understand it, right? What exactly we want to do it here. So what should be basically the brute force approach, right? So brute force approach is basically here uh, is kind of try to take kind of try to take every pair in this particular array. Okay, when I say every pair, it can be something like this: 2, 4, 2 minus 3, 2, 8. All right. Similarly, for 4, what should be that? 4 minus 3. All right, and 4, 8. Similarly for 3 minus 3, 8. Something like this, guys, right? And this is basically all the pairs, isn't it? Correct. So, yeah, correct. So, this is what exactly we have to find. So, what exactly we have to do is we have to start basically from, let's say, this element, okay? And then we have to start j from one more like, or maybe we can put a condition. So let's try to go to IntelliJ and try to code it basically and see whether it works, right? So let me create a class, right? And we will code it basically, okay? So let me write it here. What I will say, pair some check, something like this, name of the class, right? Little bit meaningful. Now what I'm going to do is basically we have to return, what exactly we have to return? We have to return uh, whether there exists, so true or false, right? Boolean value basically we have to return, right? So for that what I'm going to do is I'm going to write another kind of method here, right? And which will basically return me a boolean, right? So let's try to write this public boolean, public boolean um, is pair exist, something like this. I'll just give a name simply, okay? Now what I'm going to pass it, I'm going to pass the array obviously, right? And then I'm also going to pass the integer value, right? Okay. Now, uh, what I'm going to do here is this is going to return a boolean value, right? And here I'm just simply going to print it here, right? Whatever it is returning. So if I say sys out and I will just simply print it here, I will say ARR, I'll give the same name basically, okay, and then K here, okay. In this case, probably I can, okay, I have to just take here int array. Let me just give some value. So 2, 3, something we have taken it here, right? So 2, 4 minus 3, 8, right? 2, 4 minus 3 and 8. All right. And we said that k value will be k value will be 10. Okay. This should actually return me what it should return. This should return me. One second. Yeah, this should return me true. Correct. All right. So let's try to is where exist. This is fine. Why it's giving me error? Non-static. Okay. Because this we are calling inside the static, no? So I'll just say here static as well. Now this will be gone. Okay. Now let's try to code basically. So first of all, I will need to iterate, right? So probably we have to take every pair, which means I have to write two for loop, right? So let's take array length. Okay. Now let's try to start one for loop from 0 and I is less than n I plus plus. Okay. Now second for loop, as I said, we can write two way. So what I will do is it's never going to be equal, right? So then what I can do is I can just start my j loop actually from I plus 1, right? And j is less than n again and j plus plus. All right. Now what I'm going to say, if array of I plus array of j equal to k, right? If this is the case, then I'm going to say return, what I'm going to say, return true, right? This is what I want. If not, then I'm going outside here, right? And then going to say return false. Very simple, right? Let's try to run and see. In this case, I'm expecting basically the true answer, okay? Let's try to see if this works. So I'm just running this code. All right, it's running. Okay, let me show you. So it's showing me true, right? Which means we got a pair basically, right? Now, let's try to change this to 5, right? Do we think we can have a 5 here? Okay, let's try to check, right? If we can check it, we find true. How come it is true? Let's see. Oh, okay, 5. So this one is actually, see, 8 minus 3 equal to 5, no? So this is also fitting actually. Can I say maybe 12, okay? Definitely, oh, there is 12 also. I think 13. Let me say 13. Because 12 is also 8 plus 4, no 12. 13. I think this should give me false basically, okay? This should, so this is giving me false, right? If I can say 12, you will see that this is also true, right? So false is 13 basically. Now if I can just check it, yeah, this is also true. So um, this is how basically the brute force approach, right? Two for loop, right? Now what you have to actually comment in this video is basically you have to tell me what is the time complexity and what is the space complexity, guys, right? These two things you have to tell as part of your exercise, okay? I mean, don't worry if you are able to do it or not, but it's important that you kind of give an attempt, okay? So you have to just your job also, because I want you guys to also put some efforts, right? And then it's a win-win situation, right? So I want time complexity and I want you to tell me space complexity for this particular brute force solution that we have just written it, right? Okay, we can further optimize it, okay? Probably in the later video we will see it, but this is one of the very favorite question of coding round basically, right? So this is simple, but then also it is good good kind of, right? We will see it further how we can optimize it, but for you, you have to tell me what is the space complexity and time complexity. All right, guys. And if you are first time on this channel, please consider to subscribe this channel, because we are bringing all the series for entire data structure, right? So it's going to be very good, amazing series. And also please share with your friends, and also don't forget to hit the bell notification so you get the notification on time. All right, so that's all for this video. I'll see you soon with the next video. Until then, happy learning. God bless you. Bye.